How's it going, everybody? Welcome to We Do Tech, and also to our look at the ThermalTake Level 20 Titanium keyboard, which is currently one of ThermalTake's high-tier gaming keyboards that has so much RGB goodness that I might go crazy. But let's get into that right after this. I have a dream that one day South Africa will no longer stand for subpar customer service. I have a dream that our PC parts will arrive at our homes in eco-friendly packaging, the prices will be great, and will be updated on our orders every step of the way. This dream is now reality. It's DreamwareTech.co.za. So get your new shiny tech today and experience the dream for yourself. Currently, you do have two versions available, the aluminum black model and then also the titanium version, which we have here. Pricing wise, you can pick up either model for around $150 on Amazon or around 3,000 Rand on DreamwareTech here in South Africa. Now, there isn't that much companies can really do to make their keyboards stand out or make it that much better than their previous models. So what ThermalTake did is they stuck to what they know best, which is RGB. So if you're planning to go to a party, no need to do that. The party is right here with the Level 20. Now, taking a quick look at the design of the Level 20, the body is made out of a thick aluminum top plate and a plastic underside. Because of the somewhat larger body, it is a bit more on the heavy side, but it's also very sturdy with zero flex. Also, something worth mentioning is that you do actually have an open slot here right next to the arrow keys, which I found a bit interesting. So if you maybe wanted to put your credit card in there or just rest something, maybe you have a really thin phone, maybe you can rest it there. But I just found it's quite something different. And also you do have your RGB there, along with the RGB strip at the top. Along with that, you do also have the ThermalTake logo in the left top corner, which also lights up, and it's just nice. Again, RGB like crazy. That's all ThermalTake is about, apparently. Two of my favorite features included in a gaming keyboard, other than the RGB of course, is a built-in USB and audio pass-through, and the Level 20 has that covered with both. It's of course not that needed, but it's also just a nice to have, especially if your PC isn't right next to you and you do need to have a USB hub close by. The USB pass-through is unfortunately only USB 2, but it's still enough to connect your wired and wireless mice, your wireless USB headset, and it does also supply enough power to use an external SSD, but not an external hard drive. Also, the 3.5mm audio jack is a TRRS connection, so you can use any 3.5mm headset with it, both for the microphone and also for the audio to come through. However, because of the pass-throughs, you do have some additional connections that you will need to manage with a thicker cable. But luckily, the braided cable is quite flexible and also long at 1.8 meters, so that wasn't a problem. Now, one of the main reasons that I wanted to take a look at the Level 20 is because the black version actually comes out with Razer Green switches, which I've not seen on other non-Razer products before, so I found that quite interesting. So along with the Razer Green switches, you do get MX Blues and also MX Speeds, which the model we have here has. The MX speeds aren't the best for typing necessarily, so I didn't enjoy my time that much with it, but it is extremely fast and accurate with a 1.2mm actuation point, 3.5mm total travel distance, and only needs 45 grams of actuation force. But here's just a quick sound test of how the Cherry MX speed switches sounds. Now, as for the keycaps, they are a double-shot injected ABS plastic with a very smooth rubberized feeling coating, which does help a bit more for a grip. I would have liked if it were a PBT keycaps, but they do feel better than most other ABS keycaps that I've used so far. The Level 20 also features full anti-ghosting for unlimited key presses. Now, as for secondary functions, from F1 to F12, you do have a bunch there, like your mail home, your calculator. You do have your lighting effects to change the speeds of your effects as well. And then also you can control the colors through that. Also, you do have your macro record button on the print screen key. You have your lighting modes. And then also you have your 6 profiles on the insert to page down keys. And then also you do have your Windows lock key and your brightness adjust key as well, with 5 different levels. Also, you do have the feature of switching the arrow keys and the WASD keys around with the FN plus W key if you want to use it maybe for your racing games or something like that. Then also you do get dedicated media controls on the right side, which is always just a nice to have. Then taking a look underneath the level 20, you do get 5 rubber pads for grip, 2 at the top, 3 at the bottom, and they do have a good amount of a grip. Along with that, you do get 2 large flip-out keyboard feet with 2 sets of elevation, and all of them do also have rubber padding on them as well. Now, quickly taking a look at the iTake software that you can go download from ThermalTake's website. The iTake software allows you to create and edit 6 profiles, where in each one you can adjust your macros, lighting, and ThermalTake sync. You are also able to assign different commands to each of the keys, like to launch a program, and then also you can create and assign your own custom macros. Then moving on to the most important part, of course, which is the RGB lighting. You do have 11 different effects for the keys themselves, and then 12 for around the keyboard side. You also get 2 additional settings, music mode and also temperature mode, which does adjust all of the areas. It's also actually good to know that the level 20 also works with a Razer Chroma, which again is quite interesting, and then also Amazon Alexa if you do actually have one, which we unfortunately do not, so we couldn't test that out, but it does sound quite interesting to use. So also if you're lazy and you don't want to just manually change some of the colors and effects, then you can just talk to Alexa. So maybe that's not lonely. Maybe that's better than if you're alone. I don't know. So then in conclusion, the level 20 from ThermalTake is definitely a really nice keyboard, but here in South Africa, it is a tad expensive. Now it's not overly priced, but there are a lot of other bit more well-known brands, especially here, that does deliver keyboards around the same price. It's more going to depend up to what you personally like. I do actually like this keyboard quite a bit for all of the features that it does have, all of the keyboard feet. You do have the pass-throughs, which I love. The RGB, it just looks awesome. It's something a bit different, and also it does feel really sturdy. So that's pretty much it for our review of, again, the ThermalTake Level 20 keyboard. Big thanks to ThermalTake for sending it over for review. If you guys want to pick it up for yourself, we'll leave links in the video description where you can get that. Also, if you guys enjoyed this review, please like, share, comment like always, and I will check in with you guys next time. Cheers, guys.